Day has become, I'm going to start work in my vanity room. It's all cleared out. That was a mission, trying to get the wardrobe out on my own. I did actually get stuck in here. So I had to drag the wardrobe back into the room and rethink. Anyway, it's a beautiful sunny day. The sun streams through here, being a south-west facing window. It has, if you can see through the condensation, got the view of the park and the Petit Bois. So I'm going to work, before I get the scaffolding in here, and it does fit perfectly, I'm going to sand the skirting boards and the bottom half of these walls. Got my long handled scraper out, make the job easier. Start filling the cracks over here and the major holes. And here is the secret door that goes into the bed area, where the alcove where the bed is. This is the vanity door. It's not going to be used, but I'm not taking it out because it is an original feature. So I'm going to have to find a way of boarding it up. Now, I did go to the Brocante and buy the mirror that we saw when we were out with Terry. That's being delivered at some time. I thought best get them to deliver it, and if they break it, it's not my fault. Adrian has also got to rip out all these old electrics. As you can see, they're the really old ones that are covered in fabric. Not very safe. And he needs to wire up some new electric for the lamps, etc. So, first job, let's get these skirting boards sanded.
How's your little room coming on?
Oh my goodness, I hate preparation.
Oh.
Look at the state of me.
I can see by the state of your nose.
Would you marry me again?
No.
Fine, go then.
What are you up to? Shall I come in and see what you're doing? Apart from making a mess.
I've just sanded the bottom half. Apart from that corner there, because it's all your dodgy electrics. So I've
Dodgy electrics.
I got up to the lamp, that I'm sanded all that.
Okay.
And I'm going to fill the walls next, but nice old wallpaper, not much left of it. We'll try and get a photo up of how it looks like.
That's probably £1,000 there. Presented that
Well,
company.
it's up there, look, green stripes. We'll put a photo up of how it looked like before when we moved in, because I think they must have used this as a wet room of some kind, maybe just with a bowl of water and a sponge.
I think so.
Well, they had on this wall, it was like that tile on a roll that I took off last year.
Oh, not bitumen, but okay.
I need you to investigate behind this board.
Scary.
It's obviously been put there for a reason.
Yeah, to hide something.
To hide that there's no wall there.
I doubt that.
But until you've got a board ready back up to put on there, I don't want that taken off.
Because you're worried what's behind there.
I don't think there's anything. I think
Why don't we investigate?
I think the water would have come through the windows, damaged all the wood panelling, because you can see the panelling behind.
Agree.
And so behind here, it was just rock, the wall, the granite.
What mills give it away, but it doesn't look too bad here. What's the floor like beneath?
The floor looks good. Floor's good in here, but
okay, well
I'm having carpet under my feet.
But that sort of lets me think that obviously there's not too much water damage, because usually the floorboards go as soon as we get a lot of water in.
Well, let's get it off and see.
Okay, is that my next job, or shall I carry on with the parquet?
Yeah, you do the parquet.
I'll do the parquet first, yeah. The wife has spoken. She wants the scaffolding upstairs, which can only mean she's doing the ceilings upstairs. You gonna help me? Or am I doing this solo?
Coming. So it's time to get the scaffolding into the dressing room. Everything's been dumped into the bedroom. It's easy enough to move around, so I don't need Adrian's help. So let's get it in. So it fits lovely in here. Perfect size. Remembered not to smash the light bulb off. So now I can get up the top and tackle this ceiling. Can't wait.
Tony and I are back in this morning. Wow, that was a cold morning. Jack Frost was definitely biting at our fingers this morning. But as you can see, all done, all fixed. More than happy with that. Hopefully they're happy. I don't see why not. They can get on and get in here. But let's just hope they don't start whacking too much and then end up causing more problems. But I can at least show them that the wall is repaired. There's a few comments come through, and it's about the not using lime, etc. These walls don't need to breathe. Concrete is a much stronger, as far as I'm concerned, and Tony's been doing this over here in France for, well, over 20 years actually, and it's traditional what they do. This is really most or majority of people do on the outside walls like this is concrete here. And actually I'm just going to show you something else. Right, so there's our wall. Again, I said we're going to plate that, but when it's a bit warmer. This isn't our wall, but the commune, the council had to repair. And if I come in a bit more, I can show you what I mean by, you know, lime is not used on these walls. In fact, there you go. There's a repair work they've done, and that's all concrete. They don't use the lime on this. So as I was explaining, this wall that's being repaired with concrete. Now, they quite often, when they want to use a line pointing looks nice. I won't disagree, it really does come up nice. And what they quite often do is concrete the walls. I've even seen them actually where they put concrete blocks and then face it round with stone. But they'll concrete to a certain point. So what they do is they push the concrete in, say, an inch or 3 centimeters or so, and then they'll point it with lime to give it the effect that it has been. In fact, here we go. There's an example. So we've got concrete all the way, and then you'll see there's a little bit of lime here. If I come down, lime here, and that's because they want it to be seen. So it looks like it's been repaired. And if I come around, this is something you see when you drive into the car park. It's all lime pointed, but what's holding that wall, if you just chip away a bit of that lime, you'll see it's concrete. So I just wanted to clarify a few people that were saying using the wrong stuff. The mortar's lime is what you should use.
You buy bags of jointing powder for doing your repointing.
Which is what I just showed them, yeah.
That has got cement in it.
Yes. I thought I'd just clear that up a little bit. I'd like to answer as many comments as possible, but if a couple or shall I say half a dozen people saying that, it's quicker just to put a video to you all.
So I'm at the top of the scaffolding. Each room is 4 meters high, and I'm going to show you how bad this filler that somebody else put on actually is. I think they just slapped it on as thick as possible. Obviously the wall has moved here. There's nothing we can do about it. All buildings move. But this is what I've got to deal with now. The worst job in the world. Patching up someone's bad jobs. I've already done the other side. And I've bleached it as well. So that's ready for now for filling and then painting. It's very hot in this room with the sun coming in, so much so that I had to leave yesterday. It was so hot I just couldn't work, and being at the top of the scaffolding makes it even hotter. So let's get on with it. Hello. So mask on. I'm going to sand it just with some sandpaper, although it's really rough and it's going to take me some time. But I don't want to use an electric sander up here and cause vibrations. I'm just a bit worried. There's a few bits that have dropped and I don't want to make them any worse. I can see that patch is actually moving very slightly. So now I've just realised that I'm going to ask Adrian to put a centre rose on this ceiling, so hopefully he can find a nice beam, a joist to attach the light to.
You only just
just about got that in there, didn't you?
Hello.
Oh, is that look today, is it?
I was recording. Yeah.
Ceiling?
Ceiling, yeah, I'm going to get this prepared and filled today. It doesn't take long to dry. You can see it's really hot and sunny in here.
It's really warm in here.
I'm baking.
Yeah, shall I go get your bikini?
Yeah, yesterday I had to leave and go outside. Done that side, just working on this side.
Okay.
There's a lot of thick filler on here that someone slapped on.
Snappers.
And I've bleached all that side, so that's ready for filling.
So, thoughts? Are you thinking chandelier smack in the middle? I need to run a line and get that in, or?
I was just thinking that it's a bit wobbly, this ceiling in the corner, but you need to I'll find you the middle, and you need to find a joist to hang a chandelier from for me.
Do you know, the only thing that might...
The only good thing is...
Oh, go on then.
The ceiling the floor above, you've already removed, so it's easy to get to.
I haven't probably gone as far as that, but not far
But
off.
I'm sure you will, because you've run out of flooring, and that's where you'll have to steal it from.
Oh, so I steal the flooring to make it so I can get a chandelier. When I did the middle of the shower unit, although it's not quite the same, it was smacking a joist. Do you remember? I had to chip away and all sorts. So, touch wood. Do you know what? If you were 10 mil out or so, you wouldn't notice.
I would.
Yeah, I know you would, perfectionist.
And I also need you, I know you can't disconnect the electrics.
I can.
I'll have no light then.
No, you won't have a light either. No.
Can we just get the wires out of the conduit and let it dangle somewhere?
We can, but we also need to chase them into the wall, don't we? So.
Well, I might have 2 wall lights that side instead.
Okay, I'll add that to my to-do list because I'm still on parquet.
You'll be on that flooring for the rest of the year.
Yes, I will, and unfortunately I've got a few runs back and forth to the UK to do, so it's not going to happen yet. But anyhow, it's 12 o'clock.
I've filled the ceiling, I've sanded it, and before I go any further with any more filler, I'm going to give it one thin coat of white emulsion. This way it's a little bit easier to see where I still need to fill. I'm going to have to go around Adrian's electrics because he's busy doing the floor and I really don't want to disturb him. He's not having a good time with that floor, bless him. So best to leave him on his own, stay out of the way, and he can just pull them off for me at a later date and I'll touch up the coving. This is the French version of Dulux that I'm using as a base. It's not as thick as the English version of Dulux for some reason, but it makes a good base coat. You have to get underneath because there's lots of ripples in this coving and it's easy to miss, and that's the bit you'll see from down below. I'm using a brush on the ceiling for the first coat because, as I found with other ceilings in the chateau, something in the old paint doesn't like what I do to it for some reason. It just tends to peel off. I'm not sure if it's distemper or not. So first coat with a brush doesn't seem to affect it too much. First coat on the ceiling done. Now just to fill these cracks a little bit better. And I can see that they're very obvious, and in the opposite corner too. And then all the way down this side. So you may remember a few months ago I went out, left Adrian doing the floor, and there was something I saw that took my eye. So after some deliberating and some photos looking on Pinterest, I actually decided to go back and buy what I found. Now this is what they have in Buckingham Palace and also in gold rooms like Versailles. And this is what I bought.
Please don't do a basic instinct.
Hilarious. Once they go in the most passable place.
I forgot his name. Was it Kenny someone or?
Kenny Everett.
Was it?
Anyway, so I came back with a sofa, 2 chairs and 2 smaller chairs that I've been covering up for quite a long time now because I didn't have the heart to show everyone what I'd gone for. People saying, we need a pop of colour in here, it's all gold and white and pearl. So I've gone for a pop of colour. But do I like it?
I don't know. Do you?
Could it be that in the middle of the night I woke up and had a fright and thought, no, I've made the wrong decision? Or do I actually like it and shall I keep it?
Da, da, da.
Style of the sofa and the chairs, and I love the button back. But am I just settling for something because I couldn't afford or find what I really wanted? Time will tell.
Hey, what are you doing? I've done that part of the floor. You don't need to move. Oh, we're on the move.
I'm not. Chairs are. I had too many sleepless nights. Although I love the red in here, and I do like the pop colour, they're not right, they're going.
Oh, to where?
Another part of life.
Are you going to put them in a safe place, not to be seen again?
I'm going to put them somewhere else in the chateau and contemplate keeping them or selling them. They're not right for this room. The dark wood is not what I imagined, so I'm afraid they're going. But.
Oh, but. I hate when you say but.
But.
Go on.
There might be something else coming.
Oh, you little tease.